Hi guys, welcome to my channel Confessions of a Gaming Mum. Apologies for not vlogging today, probably that you're not that bothered because all I'm going on about is potty training. So yeah, it's just been one of those again, like just really full on days. And I've not really had the chance to like vlog anything. So basically woke up this morning stressing that we had to get my trainers sent off today. In order to make sure that we still were in time for the 28-day period after like Christmas to make sure we can actually get a refund or an exchange. So yeah, so that was fun. Then yeah, it's just been non-stop with Bubs because yeah, he's gone through the thing again where sometimes he has to sit on the potty and sometimes he'll go and like make his own way over, and then other times he'll just stand there and just either wee or poo in his trousers, and it's just so frustrating. So it's been another day of a mixture of successes and failures, and it is incredibly frustrating. Managed to do my exercises today, which is good. So that's one good thing about today. What else was there? I'm pretty sure there's other things I wanted to talk about. Like stuff that happened yesterday and now I just cannot for the life of me remember. Yeah, no, it's gone. But yeah, so you can see I have headphones around my neck. It's because it's Wednesday and obviously I'm trying to get into the routine of doing a live stream on a Wednesday night. It's going to be a struggle because obviously I am exhausted after dealing with Bubs all day. But yeah, I just need to get my hours up, so there's no real choice for me during the week to do it any other time other than when Bob's is going to bed. So it's 5 to 8. I start at 8:30, so I've still got a little bit of time. So yeah, I'm going to be streaming some more of TRE, and because there's been more, well, for one thing I didn't finish the going through all the levels of the game in my last stream, so that's what I want to do today, see if I can get those finished. But also Palace Midas wasn't playable last time I played, so today it's playable, so I really want to go back and do Palace Midas. Yeah, and then just see what levels I'm able to do for today, because it's a 2.5 hour stream today. Well, possibly a 2.5 hour stream, I'll see how long I last. But yeah, so my husband is putting Bubs to bed, so once Bubs is asleep and down, my husband's gonna go downstairs, make a cup of tea, and then come back up and sit with me. So yeah, there's that. I swear there was something I wanted to say yesterday and I can't for the life of me remember what it was. But yeah, I am extremely apprehensive and just really upset that I've had to send off my trainers. So I'm hoping, because the thing is we've had to put them in a box that doesn't belong to the shoes. We've had to put them in a box that we had for another pair of shoes, because obviously this being me, I threw out the box because I don't like having things lying around that I'm not going to use. So I threw them out thinking obviously I'm going to be wearing the shoes, and then I didn't. Or I did, but they're not the right size. God, I'm so tired, and I would need to do a 2.5 hour live stream after. Yeah, so I'm just really apprehensive in terms of that they get the shoes back and then they're like, you're not, you don't qualify for a refund or an exchange or whatever. But then how are we going to get the shoes back and stuff? And because obviously we've had to pay to send them back. And also it means obviously I can't go on my run until I get some replacement shoes. So that's what really sucks, I think, because obviously that's the only way I could actually really get out of the house was on my run, and I love my runs. I may not like them when I'm on them, but I do love my runs. So not being able to go for God knows how long until I get my shoes back, not fun. I'm still trying to bloody think of what I wanted to talk about. I really can't think. Nope, it's gone. Anyway, yeah, there wasn't really any sort of progress with Bubs. Like I said, we kind of just hit this null point, or like backtracking a bit in terms of, like I said, sometimes he'll want to go on the potty and he'll make a point of wanting to go on the potty, and then other times he's just probably either really distracted or he just can't be bothered. So yeah, so it's, I don't really know what that kind of falls into really, in terms of, is that just him being lazy or rebelling? I don't know. I'm gonna call it a night. I might live stream, I might vlog after my live stream just to say how it went or whatever, but we'll have to see how I feel. So I'll either see you tonight or I'll see you in the morning. Hi guys, I would say good morning, it's only just still morning, it's 11:15. Had a bit of a lay-in because Bubs didn't wake up till 10 to 8 I think, so he's getting a little bit later. He's still not having his naps, or he hasn't had a nap in a few days, so it means he goes to bed that little bit earlier, which is great. So so yeah, he did come in with us though. He's got into a routine now where he'll wake up like around the midnight mark, and then like my husband will go in and give him a cuddle, then he'll fall asleep, and then he'll wake up around the 3 AM 4 AM mark, and that's when we bring him in with us, just to save my husband having to sit there again, having to try and get him back to sleep. So but yeah, and then he stays down till like between 7:30, 7:45 sort of thing, so not too bad. So my live stream went pretty well last night. Not half as many people as I did last stream, but I think that was because I got raided last stream. So but it was still really fun. It was really good being able to play around in levels I haven't done before. So yeah, that was really good. And it just feels spoiled for choice in terms of like, everyone's like, oh, what's your favourite level? And it's just like, I can't pick because so many of them are just so beautiful, and they've just done, or like Core did such amazing work to them. And yeah, I just can't really pick. So yeah, but it was really nice just going through them all. I'm hoping, because that's me done now, I've recorded all the levels now, so what I need to do obviously now is break up each level and put them into a video on YouTube so people can go and look at whatever level they want to look at. So yeah, so I'm done with that for the live stream. So I'm hoping, a friend suggested how to get Tomb Raider 2 to work, so hopefully we can get that to work, so then I can actually start doing that live stream from Sunday. We've got a lot to do though, in terms of like, we've got to go and see my nan on Saturday, because obviously she hasn't had anyone visit her for a couple of weeks. I wanted to just put it off as long as possible because of Bub's potty training, and like being able to, because I can't drive that way myself, because it's in a part of London that people don't drive very good. so even though I have been driving, or getting my confidence up in driving a lot in the last year or so, it's still not an area I'm very comfortable with. Over New Year I had to take my parents to go and see my nan, because obviously my dad doesn't have a car now, they've moved over to Crete, so so I was the like resident taxi person, and yeah, took them to see my nan, and like my dad didn't drive, I drove, so my dad was like showing me where to go and stuff, and yeah, it was stressful. I didn't enjoy it at all. So if I'm going to do it more, I need someone with me, hence my husband, but obviously we can't leave Bubs on his own, so so I have to take Bubs with us. So yeah, so it's just one of those awkward things in terms of, because I'm going to have to go out and get her shopping, have to get her allowance, like a pension for her, and sort of, yeah, just see what the state her flat is in, because obviously you can imagine the staff are really pushed at the moment in terms of, obviously they can't, because in the place where my nan is, it's kind of like self-catering in terms of like, she has her own apartment, so she has a working kitchen and stuff like that, but most of the time, especially because the way my nan is, she doesn't eat, so so basically she's starving herself. She's got to that point where basically her mouth is screwed. She has like 2 teeth left, and her gums are basically just full of ulcers and stuff, because basically she's never been to a dentist, my nan. She's like the perfect advert for why you need to go to a dentist, also why you don't smoke, and also why you use suntan lotion when you sunbathe. So anyway, yeah, so she so basically she's starving herself, so what they'd always make her do is go into the canteen to have a dinner, but because of COVID, they've stopped having food downstairs, so it has to be taken to every single person. So you can imagine the staff are just overrun now in terms of having to deliver food. They're having to make sure all the residents take the medication. They have to take all these sort of safety precautions to make sure that they're not cross-contaminating and things like that. So and obviously visitors aren't allowed at the moment, but technically we're not visiting. We're having to go and give her food, because like we have to buy her tea, we have to buy sugar, we have to buy milk, and we have to buy cakes, because that's literally the only thing she eats now is like sweet things, and things that are easy to chew. We have to buy bread, we have to buy her little Actimel drinks, because apparently they settle her stomach, because that's her big thing, and why she doesn't eat is because every time she eats it gives her a stomachache. So we get these Actimel things, and we think she's having like 2 or 3 of those a day, so she's knocking those back. She's also having to have these glucose drinks that that her doctor in the hospital have prescribed her, because she's not eating. She has to have these glucose drinks to basically keep her alive. But we don't buy them; they're prescribed by the doctor, so the carers give her those. But yeah, she has those Actimel yogurt drinks. But we have to buy them for her and take them into her, and also we have to buy like kitchen roll, toilet roll, all that sort of thing, like the basics. We need to go and give them to her. So so that's what I need to go and do on Saturday, but I also need to actually go out and get that shopping. So so I think Saturday's going to be pretty full on. Hopefully I can still do 2 hours of Assassin's Creed recording, and also, like I said, well, what I would prefer to do is be able to get that done, so then I can use Sunday for my husband to try and get Team Ready 2 to work. If it doesn't work, I don't know what I'm going to do, because that's a 2-hour stream I've got to try and fill. So yeah, so hopefully that works. So that's the plan for the rest of the week, or in terms of for Saturday. With Bubs, update on Bubs, because I spoke to you just before my stream. So yeah, obviously he's still in nappies, still nighttime nappies, but it seems like he's getting earlier, that he's physically wanting to get out of the nappy, which is quite interesting, in terms of, even though he hates the fact of being asked constantly to go on the potty and stuff, it's like he's getting more that he doesn't protest when we put a nappy on, but he just like, I think it's when it's getting to a point, because obviously he wheezes a lot during the night because he drinks a lot during the night. So I think it gets to a point in the morning, he's like, yeah, I don't want this on anymore. So like he starts pulling on it, or like says like potty sort of thing. So literally as soon as that nighttime nappy comes off, then he's on the potty. But it's getting earlier and earlier. Like normally we wait till after breakfast to take it off, but today he was just like, no, I want it off now. Literally as soon as we got downstairs, it was like, I want it off now. So we did. But he did a poo in his nappy this morning as well, so probably another reason why he wanted it off. But he's had a few successful wheezes on the potty. I haven't heard my husband complain, because I've had my shower. Haven't heard my husband complain about him wetting himself or anything, which is good. Touch wood, if there's any wood. Fake wood, there you go. So there's that. What else was there? So yeah, it's just a matter of keeping an eye on him today and see how it goes on. I've tried to make my first ever stew, where it's me trying it on my own, making up a concoction on my own without my mum or my dad helping me. So I'm just trying to make it that we eat more veg, get more veg into our diet, like I did the shop haul the other day. And so I've bought some like broccoli, some cauliflower, like carrots, onion, celery and stuff like that. So I've put some vegan sausages in there, like I said, onion, carrots, celery, broccoli, cauliflower. I put a tin of cannellini beans in there, there's a tin of chopped tomatoes in there, and the last of the potatoes that I had left, because they were all getting like grown roots and stuff, so I was like, I'll throw those in and we can get a new bag next week. So it's very big, it fills up our slow cooker. So I made that this morning, so basically when we're ready to eat tonight we can just serve, sort of thing. But yeah, so we'll have to see if Bubs eats it and if it actually tastes alright, because I just don't know what to put in a stew. I know people are like, yeah, just throw some like veg in and then like a bit of herbs and stuff, but I like a lot of flavour in my food. So like, that my dad made a stew when we were in Greece with them, and it was a really nice stew, and I was that's what kind of inspired me. I was like, I'm actually really enjoying this. So I want to be able to do that for us, but in order for me to be able to do it regularly, I need to make it taste nice. so we'll just see what it turns out like, and I'll just have to keep adapting and doing whatever. I don't know. I can't think of anything else I wanted to talk about. Oh, so I did my exercises yesterday. I can't remember if I spoke about that. And with my exercises, I feel like when I'm engaging my muscles, it used to feel like just my ab muscles, like right by where my hip bone is, because it was always like when you're told to engage that it's like you're trying to draw your or your pelvic bones together, your hip, like, yeah, draw your hips in, your hip bones in together. So I've always been able to do that. That's fine. But it always bugged me that the top of my stomach always still stuck out. I was like, why aren't these muscles pulling together? And like my physio has always said, well, it's not about bringing those muscles in and down. It's more just about getting strength back in your abs and also back in your back. And she said, obviously, that's what's happening. But yeah, it just always frustrates me that I can't really do anything about that. But recently I felt like when I engage, I can also engage those top ab muscles. So it's like going all down my stomach rather than just at the bottom. So I'm hoping, because where I've been doing the exercises, that's actually what's encouraging those top muscles to actually start to get that strength so they can actually engage. So when I did my exercises yesterday, I made like a conscious effort to engage those muscles as well, rather than just the bottom ones. So that's currently what I'm working on. I've got my physio appointment, not this Saturday, next Saturday. I'm pretty sure it's still running because I haven't heard anything about it being cancelled and stuff. So yeah, I'll speak to her about it and see what she says. But yeah, because I'm making a conscious effort now to do it every other day, I feel like I am definitely getting stronger with it. Haven't seen a difference in terms of how my stomach looks. But like I said, when I look at my stomach in the mirror and I do like the engaging, I can actually see that part of my stomach go down once it's engaged, which is great. So yeah, hopefully that means, because it used to be I used to just engage those bottom muscles and I never really saw anything. So yeah, hopefully that's a good thing. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Obviously, I can't go running at the moment. Obviously, because I would be doing a vlog in the car, having run this morning, but hence why I had the time to make the stew this morning as well. Because obviously my trainers have been sent off. We paid for, tracked and signed for postage, so we knew when it got there and stuff, and it got there at 2 o'clock this morning, so we know they've got them. And I've been like worrying to myself about the fact that they wouldn't accept them because they're not in the right box. But then how many people probably send them back not in a box at all? How many times, like when you have an online delivery and the box is completely disintegrated because of the way the postmen have treated it. So so I would hope that it being in a different box would not go against us. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for at the moment. But yeah, I hate the fact that I can't run at the moment, especially because I'm trying to be all fit and healthy. I've been measuring out my food and stuff. I've worked out my macros, so I know how much protein, fat and carbs I should be having every day. But I'm nowhere near hitting them because of like the food I'm eating. But like I was saying to my husband, I'm not sort of like eating stuff right now and thinking, right, that's going to be me done for the year. This is kind of like a learning curve. So I look at like how many carbs, how much protein and stuff that I've been eating today, and then I'll be like, right, well, I need to add this many carbs or this many protein in order to be able to hit my goal. So I looked it up earlier, and if you are to do the macro diet, I'm not going to strictly go with it, but I'm just going to see how I get on, like, and if I feel like I need to go on it because I'm not really seeing great results, then I will go on it. But I'm trying to see how I get on with it. And you know, I looked it up and it said if you have worked out your macronutrients, then you can either be, yeah, they say you don't have to hit them exactly, it's just you can't be 5 grams over or 10 grams under, and I'm definitely 10 grams under a lot of, like, all of them pretty much, although fat I think I'm like 5 grams under or something. But yeah, carbs and protein I'm actually quite under, which is crazy. But so yeah, it might just be that I need to add things to my diet. But again, that's what I said, it's just about playing around with things, one, that I like, and two, that will just get my goal to that level, sort of thing. I think that was it I was going to talk about. I really can't think of anything else I was going to say. So and anyway, I've been talking for like 15 minutes. So I'd better go and save my husband from Bubs, because I can imagine they're probably tearing each other's hair out right now. So I'll speak to you later. So good evening, guys. Yeah, so it's 8:20. Bubs has just had his bath. My husband's putting him down to bed. I am absolutely knackered. I've got a splitting headache. Don't know why. I just don't think I've been drinking enough lately. The stew I made has turned out to be a massive success. It was really tasty. I've got some left, so my husband's going to have that tomorrow with a couple of slices of bread. Even Bubs ate it, which we were really surprised about, because it's got like carrots and broccoli and cauliflower. I don't think I gave him, I think if he got any broccoli and cauliflower, it's only like the little tiny florets that break off the big ones. But he had like bits of carrot. He was consciously picking up the bits of carrot and eating them. And normally he hates carrots, so that was a great what's the word, positive, I guess. So yeah, it tasted quite nice. So now all I've got to remember is how I cooked it to repeat that next week maybe, because I'm just trying to find ways to get veggies into all of us, because we're not exactly very healthy, and I tend to go for things that are quick and convenient and that we enjoy, rather than things that are like might be a risk that Bubs might not like and stuff. So yeah, it's good with the stew, because it means then we'll all be eating it. So yeah, I'll stick with that. Don't know what I'm going to cook for dinner tomorrow though. Yeah, no idea. Because I was thinking if we're going to get takeaway, then have a takeaway on Saturday. But it might just be we have to have it tomorrow and then buy like ready meals for tomorrow night. I don't know. I'll have a word with my husband. We'll discuss it over our evening tea. But in terms of Bub's potty training today, he was actually quite good in terms of he barely had an accident. The 2 accidents he's had today have again been poo, but and he's been quite good. It's frustrating, but it's good in terms of he's been going to the potty and like standing by the potty waiting for us to pull his trousers down. So obviously it's good that he's prompting, he's self like initiating, but he's got to a point he just can't bother to pull his trousers down himself. So he's stopped pulling his trousers down and waits for us to do it. So obviously that's a bit of a pain in the bum, because obviously you have to make sure you get there in time to pull them down. The 2 poo accidents have basically been he's just stood there, or he's sat there or whatever, and he's pulled his poo face, like without even making an attempt to go to the potty. I think one of them he may have been near the potty or something, I can't even remember, but yeah, one of them was a near, like literally a save in terms of, because the poo was quite dry. It was able to, we could just pick it out his trousers. It hadn't like stained his trousers or anything. But then the second one was quite wet, so it ran all down his legs and stuff. So that worked very nice. But yeah, that's the only thing that is just still not recognising that sensation when he needs to poo. But I mean, to be fair, we are only in like the 2nd week, and I know this can take several weeks to do, so I'm hoping at some point he gets it. I think it's just a matter of like, he's just got that in his head that he's just gonna fart and then doesn't realise. I think that's why he kind of just freezes when he poos. I think it's like him thinking like he's just farting, and then he follows through sort of thing, and that's him sort of stopping like, oh crap, no, I'm actually pooping. So and I think it's kind of like he's having this sort of like panic moment of like, what do I do? The poo's coming out and I'm not by the potty, so I'll just stand and mummy and daddy can save me. I think that tends to be his thought process. That's what I think anyway. Can't think of anything else that's been going on. Like I said, I just got this splitting headache and I just feel really tired today. So I just want to get this Assassin's Creed video done and then go and chill out downstairs with a cup of tea and watch some pointless stuff on YouTube. So yeah, I'll probably see you tomorrow, and it will probably just be Groundhog Day, exactly like today, except what are we gonna have for dinner? Let's see. Be a surprise. Remember, towards you. That's it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yay! Good evening, guys. Hopefully you can still see me. Last light of the day. It's just not gone just yet. So, yeah, I haven't really had a chance to come up today to give an update, but I've just done my exercises, and while I was doing my exercises, my husband messaged to say Bubs was actually falling asleep. So it means I've got that little bit extra time to just do whatever I need to do. So Bubs woke up quite early this morning. I think it was about 7 o'clock. Probably why now he's napping, because he's knackered. He's not been too bad today, but he did have a little bit of a dribble in his trousers in terms of having a bit of a wee. But I think pretty much he has gone on the potty. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think he's not like self-initiated. It just had to be us prompting or whatever. Like I've sat him on the potty a few times. Like I've had to interrupt his place for him to sit on the potty. But one good thing we had today was the fact that at the moment of panic, because he was just standing there in the middle of the living room and it was putting his I'm pooing face. So quickly sat him on the toilet. Luckily I'd not missed it, so he hadn't actually pooped yet. But after like 10 seconds he stood up and I was like, no, you're going to sit on the potty because you pulled a poo face. So he sat down on the potty and then he pulled another poo face. And then the toilet started singing, so we knew something had happened, and like I could still see he was putting the poo face. So I was like, look, just keep going until you know it's done, wait until it's done, sort of thing. And then he stood up and there was a massive poo in the toilet, so we were like, yay, well done, finally you've got one in there. So I think he was very pleased with himself for doing it, and we made like a really big thing of it, because obviously need to try and encourage him to recognise when he needs to go on the potty to do a poo. So because obviously all he's been seeing is like negativity in terms of us being like, you know, you're not supposed to do it on the floor or on the sofa or in your trousers, you're supposed to go in the potty. So yeah, so it's nice to actually be able to cheer him on for once. So so yeah, but so there's that. The fact he's having a nap now hopefully means that he'll stay dry, because like I think he's only had like 2 naps so far since we started potty training, like during the day. So obviously because we don't expect him to have a nap, we don't put a nappy on him. So, and that's obviously the method we're following, that you're supposed to put a nappy on when they nap or at night time, if you don't want to do nap training at the same time as day training. But like I said, he's napped twice, and in those 2 naps he stayed dry, so I'm hoping that will stay the same for today. He seems to be pretty good at that. It's more when he sleeps of a night, because he drinks so much, because he always wakes up like in the middle of the night wanting water, and he always drinks so much at that point. So I don't know how we're actually going to do that. I don't know if it's because we have the heating on, because we don't want him to be cold, so obviously then it means that he just wakes up feeling really hot and wants water, so I don't know. But anyway, we also got another great update today that, because I can't remember if I said, I don't think it was yesterday, or would it have been yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday. Yesterday at like 2 AM my husband got the notification to say that my shoes had been signed for by Sports Direct. So then it was just us waiting with bated breath to see what they would actually say. They emailed my husband to say your goods have been exchanged. So, but they didn't say anything else. They didn't say what they were being exchanged for. So we're just hoping that means that they've recognised the size I want it changed to, which is a 7.5, and that's what they're sending back to us. But obviously until we get it, we won't know. But at least then, if they do send the wrong size, like if they do send another 7, or I can try, if it's a 7.5 and they don't fit, at least I know now I'll just send them straight back. I won't like try and wear them or whatever. I've learnt my lesson now. So we just have to wait for them to come through and see what they say. Other than that, nothing's happening. It just feels like life is just one massive Groundhog Day right now. I'm sure a lot of people are feeling that as well with like COVID and lockdowns and everything. But yeah, I think we're just all feeling a little bit stir crazy because obviously we're not leaving the house because of Bub's potty training. I'm getting to a point where I'm kind of like, is this the wrong method for him to be potty training? Sure, like, should we just be putting him in the like cloth pull-up things that we've got, like pants, but they've got extra padding? Should we just be putting him in them, because obviously it means the accidents won't be so much, and it won't be us like putting pressure on us to have to watch him 24/7. It means that we can go out and not have to worry about him having an accident. But yeah, I just don't know. I think it's one of those things, like lockdown is a great time to do potty training because you don't have the commitment of having to go to classes, meet with other people and different things like that. But it's also the fact that you're only, like, the only one way that you can actually get out the house is to exercise, and we can't go and do that because Bubs just can't hold his wee or his poo in that long. So yeah, that's the struggle we've got right now. But yeah, it might get to a point where I'm just going to be like, sod it. Well, the thing is, next Thursday he's got his 2-year-old assessment, like development assessment. I still need to find out actually if that's actually going to be face to face or over the phone, so I need to give them a call. But yeah, he's got that next Thursday, and if that is in person, it's between half an hour and 45 minutes. There's no way he's going to hold going to the toilet, so he's going to have to go in a pull up, and he's probably most likely going to have an accident. So yeah, it's just one of those things where I think I'm just going to get to that point. I'm just going to give up and put him in pull-ups, but I'll keep at it for the point, like for the time being, and just see if we get any real progress with him. But I think at the moment he's not progressing with the wheeze in terms of, it's weird because like we're asking him if he wants to go, he says no, but then we put him on the potty and he'll go straight away. So it's like, is he holding it, or so that means that like we could go out, or is it just that like he's being really stubborn and he doesn't want to stop playing, therefore he's like, we're literally catching him on the brink? It just seems like surely if we were catching him on the brink there'd be a lot more accidents. I mean, we've had obviously quite a few in the last few days, but yeah, I just don't know. I really don't know what to make of it. So yeah, I think we're just going to start winging it now, because I think we're all just getting a bit fed up of just being cooped up inside. But yeah, at least we got a poo in the potty. So that's one positive to take away from today. So but yeah, I'm going to head downstairs because I'm dying for a cup of tea after doing my exercises. And yeah, that's it. So I will probably update you tonight once Bubs has gone to bed, which will probably be later now. He's obviously having a nap. So yeah, I'll speak to you tonight. So it's the end of the day on Friday. So what happened this evening. So Bubs woke up from his nap and soaked the sofa. So we weren't so lucky with this nap, unfortunately. But he's been quite chilled since he did actually wake up from that nap. He's been quite good this evening. For dinner I made a new thing which I was really pleased with, and I'm probably going to make it again because it was really delicious and it was really easy to make. And it was just some onion, like chopped up some onion. I was going to put carrot in, but the carrots that were in the fridge were a bit manky, so I didn't use them. So yeah, it was chopped up onion, and threw in those chicken style strips from Fry's because they are amazing. They are so nice. So yeah, fried them, then yeah, fried that together. Then I threw in a bit of cumin, coriander, garam masala, some garlic and a little bit of chilli. I put all that in, and then what did I do? Then I did rice, and then some stock and chickpeas, and left it to simmer for 15 minutes. and yeah, it was just a really yummy concoction, and it was all lovely, like perfectly cooked and stuff. So yeah, and I might put a little bit more rice in next time, because it just, like, it just about filled one bowl each, so I probably could have done with more, although I don't know if that's just me being the pig that I am and I'm used to being the absolutely stuff can't move anymore sort of full, rather than I've eaten enough, I'm going to stop there sort of full. So so yeah, I guess I'll have to see like next week if my stomach shrunk that little bit more. So, so I'm not as expecting as much food, but it was really tasty and I'd highly recommend it. Yeah, I got the whole like chicken, rice and chickpeas thing off because I was just looking, I really fancied rice today, and well, yesterday I fancied to have rice today, so I spent ages looking for like just simple quick rice recipes that weren't too complicated, had stuff in them that I had in the fridge or in the store cupboard or whatever, and the closest thing I could find was, yeah, this thing that had like chickpeas chicken and carrots in it. But yeah, it didn't have, it had like raisins and lemon and cinnamon in it, and I was like, no, I don't want to go with those flavours, so I just went with like usual curry flavours, and yeah, it tasted really nice. So that was that. Bob's didn't do any more poos on the potty. He has not, the only accident he's actually had today was when he woke up from his nap and did a big wee. That's the only time he actually had an accident today, so he has done very well. But yeah, that's it. So it's a really non-eventful day today. Oh, I think my husband's got notification that my shoes have been shipped now. So yeah, in the next week, I guess I'm gonna get them. I don't think they're gonna be any rush to send them out. So yes, so it'll be a couple more days of me not going on a run, but at least when they do come, hopefully they'll be the right size, so then I will actually be able to go on a run and I will be comfortable and they will be like the proper fit, so fingers crossed. Oh, and today in news, I didn't read it fully, I just saw the headline because I didn't have a chance to read it, that the UK has now officially stopped all travel corridors. So like before, we had travel corridors between countries where they were low risk in terms of COVID. So like with Crete was low risk and so had a travel corridor, although because we went out of season we had to travel through Athens, which wasn't part of the travel corridor. So so basically they're making it compulsory that if you do travel somewhere, I think you have to be tested, and you also have to self-isolate for 10 days. So so yeah, I mean, they should have done that from the beginning really, and I don't think the travel corridor was that great an idea. To be honest, I think they should just ban all non-essential travel. Like, there should just be like repatriation and not even really business really, to be honest. They should have done that from the beginning, to be fair. But yeah, anyway, so tomorrow is a busy day because we're going to go visit my nan. So my husband's going to go shopping in the morning to get the bits that we need to get for her, so I need to write an up-to-date shopping list for her. So he needs to get her money out that she gets, like her allowance, because she can't go out and get her pension herself, so we have to go and get it for her. So yeah, so we've got to get that for her, we've got to get her shopping, and then we just got to check and make sure she's okay and everything. She is getting the vaccine, I don't know when, but for some reason she was advised by her doctor to get it, when I'm pretty sure, I thought it was like compulsory that people that were in sort of homes and that worked in homes, like they had to get it. But yeah, apparently her doctor advised her that she needed to get it. So, although it might be my nan being like, oh, I don't know, I might grow a third head or something, because this is my nan. But yeah, so I doubt when we see her tomorrow that she would have had it, but yeah, we'll see, because I think they're up to like 3.5 million vaccines now, or people vaccinated in the UK, so that's a lot of people. Although I think it's only like 6% or something, so still a lot of people to go, and we're not on that list right now. So but yes, so that's that. Tonight I haven't really got anything like urgent that needs to be edited or anything. I'm just going to make a start, depending on how long it takes to get Bubs off to sleep. I just need to make a start on my vlog for Sunday to see what I can get done of that, and then that's it. And we can just chill out for the evening. So it should be nice. So yeah, I shall see you tomorrow. Hi guys, welcome to Saturday. So it's just gone 3. Again, apologies for talking to you so late. Had a full-on day. I also apologise for the fact that a lot of, I think this video is just pretty much me talking. There's no like action scenes or anything like that, like me doing the housework and stuff. I think this week has just been a bit mentally exhausting, and just I've had a lot of anxiety over stuff that needs to be done, and yeah, I think things got on top of me a bit, so I just really didn't have the energy to take the camera with me to do any sort of like creative shots in terms of just like something a bit more than talking in front of a camera. So hopefully I'll be back to a bit more normality next week, but we'll see. I think I'm trying to just be a bit more laid back as well with Bubs's potty training. I mean, he's still really good. Today we went to my nan's at the home, because as I said before, my parents are technically, or they were like her, not carers, but they were her, it was a care role that they had, in terms of obviously because she couldn't leave her home, and the home that she's in doesn't supply that sort of stuff, in terms of they supply her with like, I think, breakfast, lunch and dinner, but other than that she wouldn't get anything else. So so my parents, because my nan doesn't really eat any of their food either, she's paying for it but she doesn't eat it, so we're trying to get her to eat at least things that she likes. So we're always buying her like loaves of bread, fairy cakes, we buy her Actimel drinks which have the bacteria inside for the stomach, we buy her milk so she can have tea, we buy her tea, and like just all like little things like bags of crisps and stuff, just to try and encourage her to eat things because she doesn't eat. So so that's kind of like what my parents have always done on like a weekly basis. They'll go and fill up her cupboards with stuff, and they buy like kitchen roll and toilet roll and detergent, because even though the home washes her clothes, my nan has to supply the detergent and stuff. So so that role has now fallen on to me, and occasionally my sister when I can't do it. So now, like, yeah, basically every Saturday morning it's going to be a thing of us going to see my nan, to just make sure she's got everything she needs, and like just see her, say hello and make sure she's doing okay. So this is the first Saturday that I did it sort of like on my own, kind of like my husband and Bubs came with me, just because of where it is in London. I don't really like driving there, so so yeah, my husband drove, and we took Bubs as well. And my nan was in bed when we got there. You always get that, it's like my sister says as well, like you always get that feeling in the pit of your stomach, you're like that fear, because like there's no lights on, the curtains are shut, and you're like, oh my god, is she gonna be like in bed dead? I know it's a horrible thought, but it's just, you just have that feeling like, please don't. I don't want to be the one to find you. And yeah, basically like all the lights were off, all the curtains were closed, and basically she said she'd taken herself off to bed because she wasn't feeling very well. So so I was talking to her, and it's very difficult trying to talk to my nan, because one, she doesn't listen, and two, I kind of think she's losing her memory anyway. Also, she has about 2 teeth, so, and she refuses to get dentures, so like trying to actually understand what she's trying to say it's really, really difficult. So so I kept asking her if she wanted a cup of tea. She didn't want a cup of tea. She had water with her. They were quite late with her lunch today, so they actually turned up with it when we were there. She started eating it when they were there, and then like she had like two potato wedges and half a bowl of custard, and then was like, no, it's disgusting, don't want it, so had to throw that out. Gave her an Actimel. I insisted she had an Actimel while I was there, just so I can see her drink it and know that she's actually getting something. And yeah, then we just filled up her cupboards with stuff. And while we were there, because basically, like, the reason we didn't go last Saturday is because we'd literally just started or like Bubs had been potty trained for a week, and I was like, it's just not possible for us to be able to go anywhere while he's still doing it. I mean, nothing much has really changed in that week. So, but I was like, well, we can't put it off much longer, going to go and see my nan. So, so we put him in the cloth pull-up pants that we've got. He wasn't in a nappy. We thought we're not gonna do that now. The only time I want him to be in a nappy now is when he goes to sleep, because obviously he wheezes a lot during the night. So, so yeah, so we put him in a cloth pull-up, and he did a poo, of course, while we were there. So, so my husband had the joy of cleaning that up. But yeah, he was pretty good. He did like a wee and a poo in those pull-ups, and then did nothing the entire time we were there. And then when we were in the car as well, he didn't do anything. We took a potty with us because we were trying to encourage him to go in the potty while he was there, but he just was not interested in the potty because he was somewhere different. He was just like, I want to be exploring and stuff. So yeah, yeah, my nan stayed in bed the entire time, so we were just like whizzing around making sure she had everything she needed. I think that was it. Yeah, so now he's back. Well, now we're home, he's back in his latchy trousers with no nappy or pants on or anything. So, and again, he's got this thing where he like most of the time he remembers to go to the potty. So but what he does, he can't bother to take his trousers down now. It's like, you're gonna do it. If I stand near the potty, you'll do it for me, so I don't have to do it. So I think he's got to that point, like before he didn't take his trousers down because he didn't know how to, but then it was like a confidence thing in terms of like, I don't know how to take them down, therefore I'm going to ignore the fact that I need the potty. Then he went through a phase of he knows how to do it, so he wants to do it himself. Then again he went through that phase of like he was rebelling against the potty, so he was pretending he didn't want to go, so we were having to keep pulling down his trousers. Now he's got into that whole thing of, I like someone else doing it for me. I was like, so I'll deal with this. So he will like stand there like with his back to the potty, and he'll go quick just stand there and wait for us to pull his pants down so he can sit on the toilet. It's such a cheeky little shit. But yes, that's how we are currently. But yeah, with like obviously we've probably missed the day's poo because he did it at my nan's in the pants. But I'm just glad he was in them and not just his trousers. So glad we put them on him. But it's, again, we tried to reiterate to him that those pants are not nappies. They're pants. They're the same as like the trousers. You don't poo in your trousers. So, but I don't think it goes through. I think because they're quite tight, they feel like a nappy, so he feels he can just poo in them. But yeah, so and he doesn't like tell you, like, because obviously he'd done a wee in them as well, and he just didn't tell us. So so yeah, so it's annoying, but I think it's going to get to the point where we just got no choice really. If we want to be able to go out and just save our sanity, we're going to have to just put him in pull-ups and just hope that it eventually clicks with him that he doesn't wee in them. So, but if we just keep him like the majority of time in just his trousers, because I was starting going for the frame of mind of like, it will save my washing if I was just putting him in pants, but then, like I said, with those pants he feels like he's got a nappy on, so he doesn't do the whole uh-oh if he goes to the toilet in them, which is what he does now when he's in trousers. He's actually like, oh crap. So yeah, he's not learning if he's in the pull-ups, I don't think. But yeah, anyway, so that's where we are with toilet training. Update on my trainers as well. My trainers actually turned up literally as we were leaving the house. The delivery guy had turned up with my trainers. So they're half a size up. I tried them on as soon as we got back from my nan's, and I think it's me just being paranoid, but they're quite tight on my feet, but that's obviously because of I need to loosen up the shoelaces a bit, so that's fine. My toes don't touch the ends, which is good because they did in the other ones. But it's just weird, like how I feel like I can lift my toes up and I can touch the top of the shoe, and my husband's like, but surely you can do that anyway. But I don't know, I think I just feel really paranoid about my toes being rubbed or whatever while they're in running shoes now. I'm just really like extra anxious about it. But because I was actually thinking they were going to turn up tomorrow, so I didn't think I'd be doing my run tomorrow. So I'm going to do my run tomorrow and see how they feel, and hopefully they should be fine. I think yeah, I think I'm just that little bit more anxious now because of what happened with the other shoes, but these should be fine. Like I said, because before it felt like my toes were like all scrunched up in the like toe of the shoe, but this time they don't. So I think I'm just, yeah, paranoid about them rubbing along the top, but we'll see. So hopefully they'll be all right. Fingers crossed that this whole trainer debacle is over so I can just get back to running. But yeah, other than that, everything's cool. I can't think of anything else to say. It's just really Groundhog Day. And what I should be doing is actually getting on with, because I've come upstairs to actually film 2 hours of Assassin's Creed. Because obviously a bit later than what I normally do, and then when I start at like 2, do 2 till 4. But yeah, today I'm doing 3 till 5. Well, it's going to be like 3:30 now. So yeah, I want to at least try and get 2 episodes in, get that filmed. And then yeah, we're just gonna go and chill out for the evening downstairs, I think, and order a takeaway. So I've been eating quite good as well this week. We're trying to watch my macros and stuff. So, but today I'm kind of in that sod it mood. But then I don't like, that's what I don't like doing now. I don't like being really strict with myself on a diet. Because if you are really strict with yourself on a diet, then when you tend to fall off the wagon, you fall off it like epically. So I want to be at a point where I'm not making massive sacrifices, so then it's not a massive big deal when I eat normal or when I treat myself. So yeah, that's my kind of mindset, and that's what I want to try and stick to this year. So yeah, so I will speak to you later tonight if there's any further update, but right now, yeah, I really have to get on with recording some more Assassin's Creed, so I'll speak to you later. Okay, so it's 5 to 9. Only just putting Bubs down now for bed because he had a nap earlier, so we know he wouldn't go down anytime soon. So we're going to try and do it now, although it'll probably be another hour before he actually falls asleep. We got pizza for dinner. I wasn't actually really hungry, but I managed to finish all my pizza and not feel sick. It's amazing. So yeah, that was nice to have. Although as soon as we finished eating, Bubs went and sat on the sofa, sort of stomach down, was laying on the sofa with like stomach down, and then goes look and starts poking his bum, and basically we found out he'd done a poo, which is fun. So yeah, but at least he kind of acknowledges the fact that he's done something. He just doesn't really know how to react to it. Sorry, I'm full of 7-Up right now. Because the only problem when I have pizza, I get like this raging like thirst. It's ridiculous, to the point that if I don't drink, I'll get like a really dry mouth and a splitting headache. I don't know what it is that they put in their pizzas in Papa John's, but seriously, it must be just ridiculous amounts of salt, because I've drank about 4 glasses of 7-Up. Because we always get the meal deal and we always get a bottle of 7-Up, but it's a 1.5 litre of 7-Up, and I've drank most of it because I'm just so thirsty. Like, I can't drink it fast. I'm one of those people, like growing up, I didn't like fizz drinks. I hated them because I didn't feel like I could really drink them. I'm still not really massively fond of them now, but I'm kind of like, we got it with the meal deal, so we might as well drink it now. So I'm just really shocked. I really want to be like glugging it down, but I just can't when it's this fizzy. So, but anyway, I'm surprised I've been able to talk to you because I've got such a massive food coma on right now. But anyway, I have to fight through that coma because I have to finish my vlog for tomorrow. So I have to finish that. And if I get to finish that tonight, and Bob's is still not asleep, then I can work on my Assassin's Creed video for Monday. So then that'll free up time for me tomorrow night to do, to actually start working finally on my Tomb Raider Anniversary Edition videos, because I still haven't done them. I need to do that for Tuesday. I'm going to release the first one on Tuesday, then the next one on Thursday, and so on and so forth. So I think that's how I'll do it. So whenever I've not got another video planned, so obviously Monday is Assassin's Creed, Wednesday is vlog, Friday Assassin's Creed, Sunday vlog. So that's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I'll be releasing a Tomb Raider Anniversary Edition video. So basically of each level. So So yeah, that's the plan, but yeah, that's far off in the distance, which isn't for this video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was mostly, I think, pretty much 99% talking, if not 100% talking. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, then please leave a like, really helps me out. You can also subscribe if you haven't already. I don't know why I did that. Subscribing, I'm just so tired. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, that again would really help me out. So yeah, go ahead and do that. You can also follow me on social media, all the links will be down below. And on that note, I say love you guys, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.